Quote, "The learned thirst for knowledge more and more, because what gives them pleasure delights the world." The endless thirst for knowledge, why wisdom transforms the world. Have you ever met someone who is endlessly curious, always seeking to learn more? These individuals are not just accumulating knowledge, they are shaping the world around them. The quote we explore today reveals a powerful truth. The learned thirst for knowledge more and more, because what gives them pleasure delights the world. But why do the wise crave learning? And how does their passion benefit all of us? In this video, we'll uncover the deeper meaning of this thought, examine it from a spiritual and scientific lens, share a short inspiring story, and discover how it applies to our daily lives. The meaning of the quote. At its core, this quote tells us that true wisdom is never satisfied. The more the learned gain knowledge, the more they crave it, because learning itself is a source of joy. But there's more. Their passion doesn't just benefit them, it delights the world. Why? Because the knowledge and wisdom they accumulate lead to discoveries, innovations, and insights that uplift society. Whether it's scientific breakthroughs, artistic masterpieces, or new philosophies, the contributions of lifelong learners inspire and shape humanity. Think about it, if great thinkers of the past had stopped learning, where would we be today? Progress exists because some people never stop seeking wisdom. Spiritual perspective. Across different spiritual traditions, one truth remains constant. The search for wisdom is a lifelong journey. Great sages, philosophers, and seekers have always understood that knowledge is infinite. The more we learn, the more we realize how much more there is to discover. Wisdom is often compared to an ocean. No matter how much we take from it, it never runs dry. And just like a flowing river nourishes the land, the wisdom of the learned benefits all those around them. Their discoveries, insights, and teachings continue to inspire future generations. Spiritual traditions teach us that knowledge is not just for personal gain, it is meant to be shared, to uplift, and to bring light into the world. That is why those who truly love wisdom never keep it to themselves. They create, they teach, and they lead. Scientific perspective. From a scientific perspective, the thirst for knowledge is not just a habit, it's wired into our brains. Studies in neuroscience show that learning activates the dopamine system, the same part of the brain responsible for pleasure and motivation. This means that the more we learn, the more we want to learn. It's a natural cycle of curiosity and discovery. Psychologists call this the curiosity loop. When we encounter something unknown, our brain releases dopamine, making us eager to seek answers. That's why the greatest minds in history, scientists, inventors, and artists, never stop exploring. And here's the fascinating part. The knowledge they gain often leads to benefits for the world. Scientists discover life-saving medicines, inventors create revolutionary technology, and artists produce work that touches millions. Their personal thirst for learning becomes a gift to humanity. Let's bring this wisdom to life through a short story. There was once a young boy in a village who was endlessly curious. While other children played, he would sit with the village scholar, asking questions about the stars, the earth, and the meaning of life. One day, he asked his mentor, "Master, why do you read so much? Haven't you learned everything?" The old man smiled and said, "Knowledge is like fire, the more you feed it, the brighter it burns." Years later, that same boy became a great teacher, sharing his wisdom with the world. His thirst for learning didn't just change his life, it enlightened an entire generation. This story teaches us that true seekers of wisdom never stop learning, and their knowledge benefits not just themselves, but everyone they touch. How IT applies to everyday life. How does this idea apply to our daily lives? Let's look at a few examples. A scientist's curiosity leads to breakthroughs that save lives. An artist's passion for creation brings joy and inspiration to others. An entrepreneur's thirst for knowledge leads to innovations that transform industries. Even on a personal level, the more we learn about communication, emotions, relationships, the better our lives and the lives of those around us become. This means that every book you read, every skill you master, and every lesson you learn is not just for you. It has the power to shape the world in ways you may never even realize. The learned thirst for knowledge more and more, because what gives them pleasure delights the world. This quote reminds us that the pursuit of wisdom is not just a personal journey, it is a gift to humanity. When you embrace learning, you do not just grow, you inspire, you create, and you contribute to something greater than yourself. The world needs more seekers, more thinkers, and more creators. Will you be one of them? If this video inspired you, share it with someone who loves to learn. Let's create a world where knowledge is celebrated and curiosity never dies. Let's learn together. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.